Imagine a life where dreams defy all odds. A world where a little girl born into poverty rises to become a billionaire media mogul, living in sprawling estates, driving luxury cars, and inspiring millions along the way. From a childhood marked by struggle in rural Mississippi to a jaw-dropping net worth of $3 billion and a legacy that's changed the world, Oprah Winfrey is the ultimate symbol of triumph. With 47 Daytime Emmy Awards and homes that look like they're straight out of a fairy tale, she's built an empire that's as iconic as it is luxurious. So, how did Oprah go from barefoot beginnings to owning some of the most breathtaking properties on Earth? Stick around as we take you inside her incredible 2025 lifestyle, her jaw-dropping houses, her sleek car collection, her massive fortune, and the love story that's lasted nearly 4 decades. Oprah Gail Winfrey was born on January 29, 1954, in Kosciuszko, Mississippi, into a world far removed from the glitz and glamour she knows today. Raised in abject poverty, she grew up in a small farmhouse with no running water or electricity, the daughter of an unmarried teenage mother, Vernita Lee, and a father, Vernon Winfrey, who wasn't a constant presence in her early years. Her grandmother, Hattie Mae Lee, became her rock, teaching her to read by age 3 and instilling in her a love for learning and resilience that would shape her future. But life wasn't easy. As a child, Oprah faced unimaginable hardships. She wore dresses made from potato sacks because her family couldn't afford proper clothes, earning her the cruel nickname Sack Girl from neighborhood kids. At 9, she endured the trauma of sexual abuse by family members, a secret she carried for years before bravely speaking out. These early trials could have broken anyone, but for Oprah, they fueled a fire to rise above her circumstances and create a life of purpose. Oprah's first step into the spotlight came at age 19 when she landed a job as a news anchor at WVOL, a radio station in Nashville, Tennessee, while still in college. Her natural charisma and empathy quickly set her apart, and by 1976, she was co-anchoring the evening news at WJZ-TV in Baltimore. But it was in 1984 that her life changed forever when she moved to Chicago to host a struggling morning talk show called AM Chicago. Within months, she turned it into a ratings juggernaut, and by 1986, it was renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show, a cultural phenomenon that would run for 25 years. Her career milestones are legendary, starring in Steven Spielberg's The Color Purple in 1985, earning an Oscar nomination, and launching Harpo Productions to take control of her creative destiny. The show itself became a global sensation, syndicated in 150 countries and watched by 40 million viewers weekly at its peak. She didn't stop there. Oprah founded the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN, in 2011, cementing her status as a media titan. Her achievements? A staggering 47 Daytime Emmy Awards, a Presidential Medal of Freedom, and a fortune built from sheer determination. Hey, if you're loving this peek into Oprah's world, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Celeb Insider for more celebrity deep dives. Now, let's dive into the luxurious life Oprah Winfrey is living in 2025. Oprah Winfrey isn't just a media mogul, she's a real estate titan. With a net worth that soared past the $3 billion mark, she's spent decades curating a collection of homes that reflect her personality: bold, elegant, and undeniably luxurious. The Promised Land, Monteceto, California. Let's start with the crown jewel of Oprah's real estate kingdom, her Monteceto estate, affectionately dubbed the Promised Land. Nestled in the exclusive enclave of Monteceto, California, this property is the epitome of luxury living. Oprah bought this sprawling estate back in 2001 for a cool $50 million, and over the years, she's transformed it into a personal paradise that's rumored to be worth well over $100 million today. Spanning 42 acres, this mansion is more than just a home. It's a lifestyle. A neo-Georgian mansion with 6 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, and over 23,000 square feet of living space. The architecture is timeless, with grand columns and perfectly manicured gardens that stretch as far as the eye can see. Oprah didn't just buy a house. She bought a canvas, and she spent years painting it with her unique vision. The estate features a gourmet kitchen that could rival a 5-star restaurant, a home theater for private screenings, and a library that's said to house thousands of books, a nod to her love of literature and her famous book club. But it's the outdoor space that truly steals the show. The Promised Land boasts a rose garden that's become legendary in its own right, with over 600 rose bushes that Oprah herself has been known to tend. There's a tea house where she's hosted countless celebrity guests, a koi pond that adds a touch of serenity, and a pool that looks like it belongs in a luxury resort. The views? Breathtaking. On a clear day, you can see the Pacific Ocean shimmering in the distance, framed by the Santa Ynez Mountains. It's no wonder Oprah calls this place her sanctuary. In 2025, the Promised Land remains the heart of Oprah's real estate empire. She's made updates over the years, modernizing the technology with smart home features and eco-friendly systems. Because even a billionaire like Oprah cares about sustainability. There's talk among locals that she's expanded the guest quarters, perhaps to accommodate more family or friends during her famous gatherings. Could she be planning a big event in 2025? Maybe a milestone birthday bash or a reunion of her talk show alumni. Whatever it is, this estate is ready to host it in style. Maui Magic, Oprah's Hawaiian retreat. Next up, let's jet off to the tropical paradise of Maui, where Oprah has carved out her own slice of island heaven. Hawaii has long been a favorite escape for the rich and famous, but Oprah's taken it to another level with her extensive land holdings on the island. She first started buying property in Maui in the early 2000s, and over the years, she's amassed hundreds of acres, turning her into one of the island's most prominent landowners. Her main residence in Maui is a plantation-style estate that exudes rustic charm with a modern twist. Think wraparound porches, open-air living spaces, and interiors that blend natural wood with plush furnishings. The house itself isn't as massive as her Monteceto mansion. Reports suggest it's around 4,000 square feet, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in character. The property sits on a bluff overlooking the ocean, offering panoramic views that are nothing short of postcard perfect. But Oprah's Maui holdings go far beyond just one house. She's scooped up parcels of land across the island, including a 520-acre plot she bought in 2023 for $3.89 million and another 330 acres for $2.47 million in the same year. Add to that a couple of 10-acre lots she snagged for $100,000 each back in 2022, and you've got a real estate portfolio that's as vast as it is valuable. Some say she's turned these lands into a working farm, growing everything from avocados to macadamia nuts. Others speculate she's preserving the natural beauty of the island, keeping it as a private retreat for herself and her loved ones. In 2025, Oprah's Maui properties are as much a topic of fascination as ever. There's buzz that she's added even more land to her collection, possibly eyeing a legacy project like an eco-resort or a wellness retreat. Imagine a place where guests can stay in luxury bungalows, meditate by the ocean, and enjoy farm-to-table meals, all under Oprah's personal brand of hospitality. It's the kind of vision that aligns with her values: empowerment, relaxation, and a connection to nature. Whether that's in the works or just a rumor, one thing's for sure. Oprah's Maui estate is a tropical masterpiece that keeps evolving. Chicago Roots, the Water Tower Place condo. Oprah's real estate story wouldn't be complete without a nod to her Chicago days. While she's long since left the Windy City behind as her primary residence, she's held onto a piece of her past with a luxurious condo in the Water Tower Place. This high-rise gem, located in the heart of the Magnificent Mile, was once her home base during the height of the Oprah Winfrey Show. The condo itself is a stunner, over 9,000 square feet of prime urban living, with floor-to-ceiling windows that offer sweeping views of Lake Michigan and the Chicago skyline. It's got all the bells and whistles you'd expect from an Oprah property: multiple bedrooms, a chef's kitchen, and a private elevator for that extra touch of exclusivity. She originally bought it in the 1980s and used it as her city retreat while filming her show, entertaining guests like Michelle Obama and Tom Hanks in its spacious living areas. By 2025, Oprah doesn't spend much time in Chicago anymore, and there's speculation she might finally let go of this property. She tried to sell it years ago, listing it for $7.75 million in 2015, but it didn't move as quickly as expected. Some say she's held on to it for sentimental reasons. After all, this is where her empire began. Others think she's waiting for the right buyer, someone who appreciates its history as much as its luxury. Could 2025 be the year she says goodbye to her Chicago roots? Or will she surprise us by keeping it as a nostalgic keepsake? Only time will tell. Santa Barbara Splendor, Seamare Farm. Back in California, Oprah's got another Monteceto gem up her sleeve, Seamare Farm. This 23-acre estate, purchased in 2016 for $28.85 million, is a testament to her love of sprawling properties with endless potential. Located just a stone's throw from the promised land, Seamare Farm offers a different vibe, less mansion, more countryside retreat. The main house is a charming Tudor-style residence with 5 bedrooms and a cozy, lived-in feel. But the real draw here is the land itself. The property includes equestrian facilities, orchards bursting with fruit trees, and rolling hills that feel like a scene from a painting. Oprah's reportedly used it as a getaway for herself and her partner, Stedman Graham, as well as a place to host intimate gatherings away from the grandeur of her main estate. In 2025, Seamare Farm remains a quieter part of Oprah's portfolio, but it's no less impressive. There's talk that she's upgraded the stables, hinting at a renewed interest in horseback riding, or maybe even a plan to breed horses. The orchards have also expanded, with rumors of a small batch jam or cider operation in the works. It's the kind of project that feels quintessentially Oprah, blending luxury with a touch of homespun charm. Whether she keeps it as a private escape or turns it into something more, Seamare Farm is a hidden treasure in her real estate crown. Telluride Tranquility, Colorado Mountain Escape. Now, let's head to the snowy peaks of Telluride, Colorado, where Oprah owns a jaw-dropping mountain retreat. She bought this high-tech chalet in 2015 for $14 million, and it's the perfect spot for a winter getaway or a summer escape, depending on her mood. Perched at 9,000 feet above sea level, this 8,700 square foot home is a marvel of modern design and cozy comfort. The house features 5 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, and a glass-walled great room that offers unobstructed views of the San Juan Mountains. There's a wine cellar shaped like a mine shaft, a quirky nod to Telluride's mining history, a home theater, and even a private gondola stop for easy access to the slopes. Oprah's decked it out with heated floors, a hot tub, and every luxury imaginable, making it a year-round haven. By 2025, this Telluride retreat is still a beloved part of Oprah's collection. She's been spotted there during the holidays, hosting friends and family for ski trips and fireside chats. Some say she's added a meditation room to the property, leaning into her passion for mindfulness. Others think she might rent it out during the off-season, turning it into a high-end vacation rental for the elite. Whatever she's up to, this mountain escape proves that Oprah's real estate taste knows no bounds. From beaches to peaks, she's got it all covered. Florida flashback, Fisher Island condo. Oprah's real estate journey also includes a brief stop in Florida, where she once owned a condo on the ultra-exclusive Fisher Island. She bought this 6,170 square foot property in 1993 for $1.85 million, back when she was still building her empire. With 3 bedrooms, a private beach, and access to the island's world-class amenities, it was a luxurious perch off the coast of Miami. She didn't hold on to it for long, though. She sold it in 2001 for $3.5 million as her focus shifted to bigger properties. By 2025, this condo is just a footnote in her real estate story, but it's worth mentioning as a glimpse into her early days as a property investor. It shows how far she's come, from a modest, by billionaire standards, island getaway to the sprawling estates she owns today. Could she return to Florida in 2025 with a new purchase? It's unlikely, but with Oprah, you never know. Car collection. Oprah's car collection might not be as flashy as some celebrities, but it's got style and substance. She's famously private about her garage, but we've got the scoop on a few standout rides. First up is her Tesla Model S, a sleek electric beauty she bought in 2015 and raved about on Instagram. With a 0 to 60 time of 2.3 seconds and a range of 348 miles, this $100,000 plus car fits her eco-conscious vibe and love for cutting-edge tech. She once said it's the smoothest ride she's ever had. High praise from a woman who's been everywhere. Rumors swirl about other gems in her collection. Some say she owns a Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, a classic worth $849,000 with those iconic upward-swinging doors, a nod to her appreciation for timeless design. There's also talk of a Bentley Continental GT, a $200,000 luxury beast that screams sophistication, though Oprah's never confirmed it. Back in the day, she drove a Mercedes-Benz S550, spotted around Chicago during her talk show years, but whether she still has it in 2025 is anyone's guess. Of course, Oprah's most famous car moment wasn't about her own rides. It was giving away 276 Pontiac G6s on her show in 2004, a $7.8 million stunt that made headlines worldwide. Her personal collection might be small, but it's curated with the same thoughtfulness she brings to everything else. Tesla confirmed. The rest? A glamorous mystery we'd love to unravel. Oprah's wealth isn't just from TV. It's a sprawling empire of smart investments. Harpo Productions, her brainchild since 1986, gave her full control of the Oprah Winfrey Show and raked in billions over its run. Then there's OWN, her cable network launched in 2011, which she sold most of to Warner Bros. Discovery in 2020, but still owns a 5% stake in. It's a powerhouse of original programming, pulling in millions of viewers and adding to her bottom line. She's also a savvy investor. In 2015, she bought 10% of Weight Watchers, now WW International, for $43 million, turning it into $221 million through endorsements and stock gains. In 2024, she donated those shares to the National Museum of African American History and Culture, proving her wealth comes with a purpose. Add in the Oprah magazine, which wrapped its print run in 2020 but lives on digitally, and her book club, which has turned dozens of titles into bestsellers, and you've got a business mogul who's as strategic as she is influential. Her net worth in 2025? A cool $3 billion, according to Forbes, built on media, real estate, and a knack for spotting opportunity. Oprah's love life is a story of longevity and independence. Since 1986, she's been with Stedman Graham, a businessman and motivational speaker who's been her steady partner for nearly 40 years. They got engaged in 1992, but Oprah famously called off the wedding, later explaining in a 2020 essay for O magazine that marriage demanded sacrifices she wasn't ready to make. Not with a career and a show that consumed her focus. I realized I didn't actually want a marriage, she wrote. I wanted to be asked. Their bond, though, has thrived outside traditional vows, built on mutual respect and a spiritual partnership that's kept them solid into 2025. No kids, no wedding bells, just a love story that works for them. Controversies? Oprah's had her share, but she's weathered them with grace. In 1996, she faced a $12 million lawsuit from Texas cattle ranchers after a Winfrey Show episode on mad cow disease tanked beef sales. She won the case in 1998, famously declaring, "Free speech rocks." More recently, her Weight Watchers deal drew flack in 2024 when she stepped away amid debates over weight loss drugs. Some accused her of cashing out, but she redirected the narrative by donating her shares to charity. Then there's her 2023 Maui land purchase, criticized by some locals as gentrification, though she's countered by supporting wildfire relief efforts. Oprah's not perfect, but she's always turned backlash into a chance to shine brighter. Oprah's influence goes beyond wealth. She's a force for good. Through the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, she's donated over $400 million to education, including the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, opened in 2007 to empower disadvantaged youth. Her Angel Network, active from 1998 to 2010, raised $80 million for global causes, from Hurricane Katrina relief to building schools. In 2024, her Weight Watchers donation, worth millions, bolstered the Smithsonian's African American Museum, cementing her commitment to history and culture. The world's taken notice. She's got the Presidential Medal of Freedom, 2013, an honorary Oscar, 2011, and countless most influential nods from Time and Forbes. Her book club sparked a reading revolution, selling over 70 million copies of recommended titles. Oprah's legacy? It's proof that from the ashes of hardship, you can build an empire and lift others up along the way. Her story screams one truth. With grit and heart, anything's possible. Wow, what a journey. From a Mississippi farmhouse to a $3 billion empire, Oprah Winfrey's 2025 lifestyle is pure inspiration. If you enjoyed this deep dive into her houses, cars, wealth, and love story, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more celebrity scoops on the Celeb Insider. Want to see another star's luxe life? Drop your suggestions in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next video.